We are live. Good morning, everybody. I never come this early, but today I did it because I have a special guest, Dr. Adotini. Did I pronounce it well?
Adetoyin.
Adetoni. She is with me. She's from UK. First of all, thank you so much for saying yes to my invitation. So, without further ado, I'm gonna invite her to share her story. If you guys are watching us for the first time, we are digital entrepreneurs, we are moms, we both are Africans. She's living in UK, I'm living in US. So I just can't wait to hear her story, guys. Let us dive in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank
And
you.
please introduce yourself for my audience. Where are you coming from? What's your profession? For how long have you been in the business?
Thanks so much, Rosie. Thanks for inviting me. Thank you. I do
My
appreciate that. So yeah, my name is Adetoyin. Like Rosie said, I am originally from Nigeria, but I have lived in the UK for many, many, many years. Too many for me to even count. I am a doctor. I'm still working. I still work full time as a doctor. I am a child of God. I am a wife, mother of lovely children, and of course, I am also a digital business owner.
yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Did you guys hear that? She said she is a doctor, a physician. So, being a doctor, it's a busy job. In the meantime, it's one of the highest paid jobs in the world, right? Everybody wants. Even when we grow up, you have to be a doctor, you have to be an engineer, a pilot, right? So, why did you add on top of it being a business owner? Why did you navigate the entrepreneurial world? You have lucrative career, a profession. Why? What was your pain? What was your struggle?
All right. Yeah. So thanks. I mean, that is a commonly asked question because, like you've said, yes, the remuneration in the medical profession is quite good. You live a comfortable life, but hey, you don't have time. Time is that one commodity that money cannot buy.
Yes.
You don't have time to spend with family. You don't have time to do the things you want to do for yourself, for your life. I love to travel. I mean, right now I can only take one Christmas every 6 years off, on holiday. So it just tells you that you dedicate a lot to your career. And I always say medicine is not a job, it's a vocation. You do it because you want to give back. And of course, I've done that for so many years. I mean, I've been a doctor for over 30 years, so I have given a lot to my career. But then, recently we all know what happened a few years ago with this shaking that went on all over the world. And I guess a lot of people began to reassess their lives and their values and what was really important. And that was what I did. I mean, I had personal loss, and I just thought, hey, it's time for me to begin to live life on my own terms. And so I knew I wanted to step down on my work hours, but obviously those bills don't stop. You still have to make those payments. And I never want to shrink my life to a pay packet. I would rather say, well, this is a comfortable life we live. How can I maintain this? So I started looking at the option of early retirement, which, I'm quite open to. And then I looked at what I would get from this pension I'd been contributing to for so many years. And again, it just would not meet my needs. So I knew that I had to find some way to supplement my income and without increasing my work hours. I mean, I didn't want to be spending more time doing, either work or business activities. I wanted something that would run in the background whilst I still did what I wanted to do. And I knew that an online business was the way to go. And so I started looking.
I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. You know, so many professions, they have money, but they don't have time. And that was exactly your pain, you know, your struggle. So you become an entrepreneur, a business owner. How did you navigate it? Because most of us, we are employees, you know, and then after being an employee, being your own boss, you know, you pick your own time. How was it?
Yeah, I mean,
Even
it's
the mindset.
absolutely. I think that's the first thing. You have to change your mindset. That is so key. You have to be very positive. You have to have a positive outlook. And then you have to realize that the buck stops with you. You have to deal with everything yourself. You have to take ownership of whatever it is you're doing. And I mean, in my career, that's something I've sort of dealt with all through, actually, because in my profession now, I don't know if you're on the same system in America, but I'm what you would call a family physician. So we own our business, which is the practice. So that's something that we've dealt with as along the way. Rosie, I think you're stuck. Hello. Sorry, I think Rosie got frozen and she's just gone out. I'm sure she'll be back in a second. Just bear with us. I am sure she will be back. Well, if you're watching, I think I'll just carry on, and I'm sure Rosie will join us in a few minutes. I'm sure she will be back on track. And so, I mean, like I was saying, yes, you have to have a positive mindset, have a positive outlook, and with the business, you have to realize that you are in total control of your outcomes. So for me, it wasn't too difficult, actually, to move from the employee mindset to being an entrepreneur. I've always had entrepreneurial interests along the way. I have run various little businesses. Some have worked and some haven't. And, that's why I kept looking until I found this wonderful business, which Rosie and I are business owners. And, we've been able to do this successfully. Like I said, I'm still working, but I'm also able to run this business successfully because I don't have to spend so much time on it. It's a business that works on automated systems. We have tools that help us. So I've been able to achieve everything I've wanted, everything I set out to from the beginning by running this business. So I'm not sure what's happening with Rosie, but let me try and find out if she's able to join us anytime soon. I do apologize, and just bear with us for the next few seconds while she comes back in. Oh dear. So she's just messaged me that her laptop shut down. So, as you know, these things do happen sometimes. I am sure she's making all attempts to come back on. So let me see. I'll see if I can get her back in just a second. Okay.